Guys, I'm starting my review here. So I have my Steiner I2 civilian power. Nothing too crazy. This is my first laser that I bought. And now I have my Invisiblesight NGAL that I'm going to be reviewing. This is classified as the full power option. So it's going to be naturally a little bit brighter than what a civilian power is. But to give y'all a comparison here, if I can find my depth, I'm gonna let y'all know. So this target down here is 25 yards. If I can get this focused in here for you guys. So I'm gonna start off with, gonna do the low aim. So that is low aim for the I2. Not too bad. So that's going to be low dual. So y'all can get an idea here. Not unusable, but still not the greatest. So now we have aim high. Still not bad. You can kind of see some bloom, and that's okay. It looks easy. It does not look that bad while you're looking through the night vision. And then we got dual high. So dual high, not too bad. You can kind of see some spots as far as the pattern for the infrared illuminator. Not terrible, but not the greatest either. Certainly lights up that target at 25 yards. But personally, I would say anything past really 50 yards, the illuminator's kind of at its point where you're not going to be able to see much anymore. There's a little bit better pattern of what's on that lens here. Just need to clean it. But it does focus a little bit. I do have a wrap on it right now, if y'all can kind of see. I'll show it here in a second, but that's about as focused as I need it to be. I'm not really shooting past 50 yards, and that's about it. All right, guys, so now this is going to be the NGAL, and this is not a real one. This is going to be the Invisiblesight one that y'all have been talking about and waiting for a review for. So that is aim low. Kind of see the difference there. So that is the low power, quite a bit brighter than the I2, and I will do a side-by-side right after this. Now that's going to be dual low, and you can kind of see that bloom on there. That bloom on there is because it is a V-cell diode in there. It is not a laser not a true laser diode. So there is going to be some splash. Now we have aim high. Might be fighting Darth Vader later, but quite a bit brighter. You can see that beam all the way down there. So this is going to be just the illuminator. That is just the illuminator. And to give you an idea of how focused this can get, again, this is 25 yards. So you can open it all the way up to your flood. And that takes up a good half of the bay. We're right on the edge of the berm here, and we're in the middle here. So it takes up half that berm at 25 yards. Now we can focus it back down. And that's how tight that gets. You can see the illuminator beam down there. It is like the sun. But generally, for my purpose, I like to have it just a little bit bigger than the target. Right. Now we're going to switch over to dual high everything. So it's kind of hard to see. I got to angle it so you can see that laser and the illuminator together here. If you look kind of straight on, it kind of washes out just the slightest bit. But you can certainly see this thing past 100 yards, no problem. If I have time, I will try to do a video on that. But you can see that laser and the illuminator beam through there. So These are the comparisons between the two. On the left side, I have the NGAL. On the right side, I have the I2 on there. I'm going to try to flip them back and forth so y'all can see the differences here. These are both aim low. That is going to be dual low on the Steiner. And that is dual low on the NGAL. I'm trying to get the closest pattern I can get as far as the illuminator. Might be able to tone down the illuminator on the NGAL just a little bit for you. There we go. So a little bit better there. Now we're gonna go over to aim high for the I2. I'm gonna go aim high for the NGAL. So y'all can see the differences there. Obviously much stronger beam, a little bit more bloom on the NGAL, but that's gonna come with the high power. Now we got dual low. The I2 does not have a singular illuminator setting like the NGAL does. So I'm going to flip between there. And now we got full power on the NGAL, and that is as high as it goes on the I2. So quite a bit bigger difference there between the two. I consider the I2 or any of these Steiners to be the standard for civilian powered lasers. Yes, you can get the MAWL. Yes, you can get the RAID. However, let's be honest, guys, most people are not going to be dropping $3,500 on a laser when you can drop maybe $2,000, $1,500. I know the I2s right now are less than that if you can get your hands on one, since they are discontinued. But just so you guys can get an idea, I would consider the I2 to be the standard as far as a civilian power laser. Alright, so we are going to be comparing a full power peq15 and the Invisiblesight NGAL. This is going to be a voiceover here. There were too many shots going on, so I had to retake this. But we have low aim here for the NGAL, and then dual low on the NGAL. A little bit of splash even on the low power. And I'm changing the focus for you so you can see how tight that beam can get for the illuminator. And now we swap over to aim high. Quite a bit of bloom, and then that is the high illuminator. This does have the setting for just the illuminator, and now I do have the laser going as well on the high power. And cycling back through all the settings from high to low. And then next here I have the peq. This is going to be aim low and then aim high. And that's with the diffuser cover on, so it just blurs out everything. And then now we have, I believe that is dual low on there, so you can see how tight that beam can get. A lot less splash. This is my buddy, so I didn't want to adjust it too much, but it can focus pretty well. And that is with the laser as well on high power. And cycling through here, that's low and then low aim. Alright guys, so it's going to be a little bit loud in the range today, but I'm going to do my best to make sure y'all get a good review between the two. So right now we are reviewing a MAWL C1 Plus and a Invisiblesight NGAL there for you, okay? Alright, so we have the MAWL in low setting with the illuminator. Then we have the high aim. So, all right, guys. So it's a little bit loud in the range today, but I'm going to try to give you the best audio I can do, even though we are looking at lasers. Don't need to talk too much. But in case you hear banging, it is gunshots over on the other side here. So we are reviewing the Invisiblesight NGAL and a MAWL C1 Plus. Okay. So we have the MAWL with illuminator and laser low power. And then we got low power laser there, okay? Going over to high, we have the high flood with high laser. And then we have the spot high laser. Okay, that's all they get there, low. High flood, high spot. Now with the NGAL, y'all saw that already, but just to do a quick comparison between the two, I'm gonna leave my MAWL on high flood, so it's not too overpowering. There we go, we're gonna leave that over aimed here. Now we're gonna go through the NGAL settings again. So we got aim low, if I can get my diffuser caps off. Got aim low. Okay, aim low. Low spot, or low illuminator and laser. High aim. And then we got high dual. Give you an idea of how bright this thing goes. How wide it goes, not how bright. So there's brightness, there's how wide that flood can get. And we'll go all the way to spot, and we'll swap them all over to the spot as well, so y'all can get a good comparison. So we are on flood with that MAWL right now. So there's the spot with the MAWL. Pretty tight beam, pretty clean on the MAWL. A little bit more powerful on that NGAL, at least at 25 yards here. And then that is, we'll swap over, see if we can get any higher output on the higher MAWL setting. There we go, there's the highest we can go on the MAWL setting. So that is flood, and then there's spot. Pretty close. A little bit cleaner ring around the Invisiblesight, but we do have some overspill, and then kind of a soft edge on the MAWL there. All right.